Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, fellow Biafrans all over the world, depending on where you are watching me from. I am here today again. Today is Monday, 26th of August. Fellow Biafrans, wonderful people all over the world, this is going to be an interactive session, and you are all invited to join this program. This is one of the Breji platforms where we bring you authentic information relating to Biafra restoration, which is going to take place on the 2nd of December 2024, my people. Freedom is what we are fighting for. Liberty, freedom, they are not easily gotten. You have to fight for it. Unfortunately, we are fighting a nation that has decided not to give peace to anyone, not to give heed to the legal constitution that bind us together in the past. But we have crossed that Rubicon, my people. On this platform, we don't preach hate because we are not haters. We don't preach violence. We are not violent people. Because freedom is not given, it is taken. We have every legal right, both legal right and natural human right, to defend ourselves. They are attacking us relentlessly, and because they say that kingdom of heaven suffereth violence, we have to take it by force. My people, join me. Today, I have a couple of updates, including our PM's visit yesterday to United Kingdom, virtual visit. So join me, but before I go straight to the point, I have to thank God, because that was what Onye Ndumazi Nnamdi Kanu taught us. We are all IPOB before we became Biafra government in exile. That means indigenous people of Biafra. And our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he doesn't say a word without praying. Almighty God, merciful Father, I thank and glorify your holy name, Father Lord. I pray for the goodness of all Biafrans all over the world, especially our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Father Lord, wherever he is at the moment. Please, my Lord, guide him and protect him. Guide and shield away our PM for us. I know he is the target of the Fulanese-dominated Nigeria government, because they swore that they are going to Fulanize and Islamize the whole country. We are Biafrans. Father Lord, protect us. Be before and behind us in everything we do. He said, so my wonderful people, our PM was yesterday in United States to visit Biafrans, and he said a lot. But before I go to that, I have to remind us that our PM and his government, the cabinet ministers, have agreed that 28th of August will mark the beginning of lockdown in Biafraland till 26th of September, a whole month. My people, what this lockdown means is not like today, Mondays, sit at home. During this lockdown, three things are bound to happen. One is to delegitimize Nigeria government presence in Biafra land, which are the police, the army, the navy, and dismantle all their checkpoints in Biafra land, because this checkpoint, they extort money from our people without giving account of why they are extorting money from our people. At this checkpoint, They also shield the people we know as headsmen, the terrorists. So the Biafra government in exile, led by our Prime Minister Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, have issued this warning that those living in certain areas in Biafraland, currently known as Imo, but in the 14 states of Biafra, 40 states, I beg your pardon, in Olu State, Ihitukwa, Ihitenansa, all those areas, people living there near the military barracks, they should either relocate or be extremely security conscious. My people, this includes government offices. All these areas, they want to eliminate the presence of Nigeria government in Biafraland. So my people, hear from the Prime Minister as I play this video on the screen. Hello, my wonderful brother Peter Okafor. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. Make your comments. I have posted a link there. You can click on it to join me on the studio if you wish, or make your comment and I will read it out. Hello, Diane, my sister. Thank you for joining. Thank you.
Additional anti-terrorism measures, anti-sabotage measures, which the government has adopted. One of those measures being that from the 30th of this August, there will be no additional entrance of cows through the bushes and the border of Biafraland. 2, there will be no movement of cows, interstate movement of cows through the forest. And if you violate this particular law and measures that the Biafra government have in order to fight these terrorists in our land, believe me, we don't ask questions and we don't have prisons. We do not have prison yard or facilities or correctional facilities. This is an official announcement that from the 30th of August, every movement of cows in the bushes are banned, completely banned. And remember that this has been made since the beginning of the liberation of Biafra. Even when the corrupt idiots were making their laws of the movement of cow and the terrorists and all that, we first from the Yoruba land down to the Biafra land. Many of these fake people paraded themselves as representative of the people, has one point in time tried to ban the movement of cows because these are terrorists who follows, and all this while we have been observing, waiting for a moment like this when they have attacked us, and the evidence is there. So from the 30th of August, and I know that before 30th of August they are going to unleash mayhem on our people, but believe me, happens, know that Biafra is equal to the tax. We will never deviate from engaging their counterpart in the uniform.
So my fellow Biafrans, I welcome you all to this evening program. I am here, my people, to discuss some of the things that our PM has said. Recently, I found a video where one of our sisters was crying in her farm. And that was how the cow rearers and cattle rearers destroyed her farm. But before that, let me play the video of our PM talking straight into the 28th and 28th of August lockdown and the 26th of September. It is going to be 1 month, complete 1 month. And according to our PM, he said that this is just a test run because you all know Nigeria, they are not giving up. They are not. But we will continue to fight.
To remember these three words. Nigerians, Southeasterners, the Southerners, we cannot become. And Biafrans, we must. What are the declaration of the 2nd December meant to achieve?
So my people, before into the things he wants to tell us about, the intention or the declaration on the 2nd of December, what we intend to achieve. Before we go into that, let's talk about the Southeast. We will not become. We are simply Biafrans. We all know that when the white man or white men came to, what is it called again? To colonize Africa, they will give you English name. Ghana used to answer Gold Coast. What does Gold Coast mean? But to them, it's like a landmark where they know which country they get what from. Zimbabwe used to answer Rhodesia. Name. Names. In the southeast or southern part of Nigeria and southeast, us by our original names. They changed everything. And most of these were second one other than Sadwana of Sokoto. Sadwana of Sokoto is from Sahel, son of Usman Dan Fodio. These people from Sahel are Mauritanians, Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, where they came from. In the North Africa, they came and they are taking upper hand. They have actually taken upper hand because someone cannot come to your country or your state and be telling you what name you should answer, tell you where you cannot be. Today, you will see that even if you are a Southerner, the Fulanis have made it a duty that any Southerner is working for them. If you listen to the interview that Ahmadu Bello had with the white man in 1950, he said that it is the Northerners first. People that came to your home and they want to tell you where you have to be. And we are proud as slaves of our fellow Africans. If you talk, they will tell you, oh, use. Because let me tell you, people, make no mistake, whether you are from Edo or from Isoko or from Urobo or Idoma or from, they call all of us Igbo or Mokoro, that's what the Yoruba call us. I call us Nyamiri. So whether you like it or not, you are called Igbo man. He said that it is them first. Why is it that our men are so livered? Because our government to the north, when they get to the north, they go to Sokoto, where the caliphate is. That was the first place they captured, because Sokoto is very close to Sahel region. Niger Republic is Sahel region. And they came from Mauritania. The one that was making Obi during the time of election campaign, he made Obi to swear he is Dati's uncle. One tiny looking man like that from Mauritania. They said that their father came to the north in 19. because Sadwana of Sokoto came 1805. Yes, Ahmad, what's his name? Usman Danfodio. He came 08 and started having his children there. Then they buying people indiscriminately, randomly, finish the lot and install their own because they remove his from school. We don't understand. It's like somebody will come to your house and tell you that all these your children, I will rename them for you. And you don't have to say a word. You will say, okay, sir. Because if you don't rename them according to his own dictates, he will buy you. Everybody in Nigeria is scared. One said that in their brain, I think is Sahara Reporter owner. He said that in everybody's mind, they have all jackpot. That means they have all run away in their spirit because of the tight condition that they are going through. For a whole nation to stage a protest, you know that it is up to here to them. They can no longer breathe. Even the senator, the senior senator, Senate President Akpabio, he said, oh, that they will let Nigeria breathe, or that they will let the poor breathe. That them, the politicians, are sitting on the citizens. For how long do we have to carry on like this, Biafrans? These are the many more why we have to go. Fulanis, they are people who know how to ride on horse and fight wars. That's why Arabs drove them away. Why they drove them away, and they came to, because they look like Somali. If a Somali person bleaches themselves, you think he's a white. That's the same way the Fulanis are. But because they have come to the north, mixed up and married them, some of them have lost that look. But they still know their clan, where they came from. Then such men will come to your home and they will be dictating for you. My brother Ihejrika, thank you for joining. These people, they will come and they will be telling you how this happened, how the other one happened. And they will tell some of your brothers that you are a bad person. Because they found you challenge. They want to rename us and call us South Southeast. What does that mean? Is South an African word or language? English word. When Gowon came, Gowon was deceiving people. Today, is he not getting it in his own town? He's so ashamed of himself. To everyone, go and serve the Fulani and come back in. The same thing with the White Danjuma. So our PM, South, we are not. Nigeria, we are not. We are Biafrans. We are Biafrans. There is no doubt about it. That's why Onyendu is still there. Now, the prophecy is that that the southern governors are running helter-skelter because Fulanis are on the end. There's this prophet that talks about Biafra matter. It's on the internet. I couldn't download it because anything I want to talk about, I download it for evidence sake. You cannot bring any action against me that I'm saying what you didn't say. But it's there. He said that the Mietiala and the other group, the cattle rearers group, they are asking the governors, where is our money we spent in bringing Onyendu back? Because we brought you. We haven't achieved it. Why? Because of the work of this man you see here, our PM. Our PM is working round the clock. As a woman, I would wish to be a mother to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa. But two good things like that I may not be opportune for two of them to me at a time. But they are the great men we have. So he's telling us that Nigeria, we are not. South, or southeast, we are not. We are Biafrans. Whoever don't like us should go and hug transformer. We are here to talk about our freedom. Fulanis are very, very free to the extent that they will even use that their freedom to harass you, to buy you, to do anything to you. In our own land, our men in politics are shaking like jelly when they see them. So because Onyendu took arms and gave to ESN, Buhari said they should get him. And these Mietiala who sell cows and those who are there siphoning oil money that is coming from our land, they are busy doing whatever they could, trying to bring, thank you, Cliff. I appreciate you people. Thank you so much. Don't forget to click the like button, my people, and share for it to go viral. These days, I don't come every day. I try to make videos these days and stream live, intermittently or on alternate days. So when I come with an information that our people should know about. Those who live near military barracks, be careful. From 28, today is 26, we have 2 days to go. I will come again tomorrow to keep reminding our people throughout this period about their safety. We don't want anyone to die in Biafraland. We have died enough. My people, Ndi Igbo si n'oni toto. We have, and your is that this war coming to us is not from any indigenous person. They came with divide. They came with knocking heads between brothers. They came with buying people from all angles. You can imagine somebody who is in charge of terrorist group to be the vice president of a country. The other day, I put the voice of the who said that their aim is to make Sharia law a central issue in the whole country. Unfortunately, Biafra is not inclusive. Let us listen to our PM because there's a lot to talk about. He is now going to tell us 3 reasons why we are going to declare Biafra on the 2nd of December.
At least it is no longer a question of uncertainty. It is no longer a question of whether we are unsure. But I believe the message of the declaration of the restoration of independence of Biafra on the 2nd of December 2024 has penetrated the bone marrow of the enemies. So the question and the big question we tend to achieve. They have mocked that we are in exile. But what the truth that they are not telling themselves is that we are not in exile. We are actually more in the homeland than what we are in exile.
Yes, my people, is because our people, Onyendu said it, our people don't read. They don't read at all. Even in this country where they have the one they call Metro, is in the morning. It's free newspaper and standard, free newspaper. But when you see our people, you can't see them. You can't. I do observe that. Onyendu said that if you want to hide anything from an African man, put it in the book, write it down. Nobody will read it. They don't have time, always in a hurry. After rushing to where they are going, they will come and start saying, hey, where is this? Where is that? Instead of taking time, we Africans should learn how to be patient. How to be patient. Even if you are looking for money or you want to be a businessman, easy. There is too much rush in our system. That's why we are there, not looking into what politics is all about. Fulani took over everywhere. They didn't do it overnight. Listen to it. 1808. That's when Usman came. How does he teach his children? Now they have removed history from you. How do we teach our children? Is it in a race? You can never sit down, bend down to learn and study something. Before I bring any program here, I will have to listen to it, know where that program is going, and how I'm going to communicate it. I know that some people are busy, but let me tell you another thing behind that kind of lifestyle. It is the position Oyibo man have put us into on a high jump. People like Fulani on your back, you can never have time. Everybody is busy, rushing, mad rush. They will come and they incite. Let me tell you what they try to do on the 1st of this month till the 10th. They want to incite problem between the Yorubas and the Igbos. That is the modus operandi. They will tell Yorubas, oh, Igbo have bought all the land. You heard when Shetima was a governor himself, governor of Borno, and he was talking to one man he called Kule. You people have heard that voice for a very long time. He was telling Kule what they should do in Yoruba land. And that's what they were trying to do in Lagos. Hello, Chinyere. Thank you, my sister Ndewo. Yes, they are terrorist government, but the right for us to know how to deal with them. Because nobody has ever taken gun to. That's why the DOS cannot do it. They didn't create any army. They didn't create any vigilante. It was Onyendu who created ESN, which our PM merged with Biafra Liberation Army. You know, some people will be asking you, oh, why is it that PM, there's no more dissolved Onyendu's ESN? Let me tell you people one thing. You say the UN. Before UN will give you certificate of independence to become a nation, UN requires to know how you are going to govern and defend your people. Last time my voice of the Secretary General of UN, he said that you should fight and defend yourself. That is under Article 51 of United Nations Charter. Article 51 gives the right for freedom and independence. You know, right to defend yourself. Defending ourselves. Hello, Uche Gandidus. Thank you. Good evening. Thank you for joining and listening. So, my people, we are just here to somehow educate our people with the little we know. And you have to work with it. We are not politics. We are not. We the Southerners, we are all busy buying and selling, building houses, residential houses, and the houses for commercial purposes. With all the money we have now, where are we? These people, what they showed us is like what happened when Jesus Christ was teaching. Two sisters were there. One was busy going around to cook and prepare food. The other one was sitting at the foot of our Lord Jesus, listening. So that one that was listening was the one he acknowledged. Even though the other one, the excuse was that she was preparing what she will present to our Lord. But that is a proverb. It's an incident that really occurred. We were busy chasing business to make money. These ones came from Sahel. They were busy doing politics. So Igbo people handed over to Tafawa Balewa and made Zik just a ceremonial president. But the certificate is in the hands of Abubakar Tafawa Balewa. And look at where we are today. Zik was busy. When Nigeria was still, we had, is it northern or southern Cameroon? We ruled them. Zik was busy gathering one Nigeria. Babawo was busy with his own people. Then Sadwana of Sokoto was busy indoctrinating his people with their master plan that they are carrying out today. Look at when they come to office, they will be stealing money in billions. Nobody will say a word. Have you people heard of Malami? Malami sold oil worth of 2.8 billion to Chinese people. Now, China, all the loan, the one Buhari did, $3 billion. Where is that money? China is now seizing their aircraft. This is it, my people. If you go to Twitter, you will find all these facts. It's not everything that I will bring here, but for those I remember, I will have to tell you. China is laying claim over Nigeria, but we, the Biafrans, we are not signatory to that contract, so it does not concern us. But what is to remember our origin. We are originally Biafra. That bite of Biafra is, and we are old people. Even a white man that came to have whatever documentary in Nigeria, he came and said that democracy said in Igbo land in so many years ago. We the Igbos, I know us of one thing. We are very stubborn people. Stubborn in a good way. We are not harmful. We will come to your place, we will buy land, and we will build. Yes. Oche, one Biafra, one love. Thank you so much. So these people have come, even the North that welcomed them, they are finishing them now. They have no Simon Ekpa, they have no Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is only in our land that you can see in that land that hasn't got a IDP camp. My people, we have to follow our people well, support him financially. Even if it is $1, it will be accepted. We are not fighting jihad. No, it is voluntary. That's why we are doing the self-referendum. Referendum means you have choice. You have choice to say yes or no. You can even vote no for this Biafra. We don't expect everybody to say yes, but at least it is being conducted for the UN to know the number of Biafrans. Our PM said that he wanted 40 million, but now it's 50 million and counting. So, we Biafrans, we aren't going to give up for anybody. We are not going to cut off our nose to smoothen our face for anybody. If you don't like us, if you Nyairu, move forward and leave us alone. We will continue to fight for our freedom, and our freedom we must have. It's not going to be easy, as it is tough today, but it will definitely come because our PM is on the right path.
The truth they refuse to tell themselves is that every blessed Monday in Biafraland, we demonstrate that we are not just in exile. We also control the homeland. The truth I have not told you is that whenever we issue any declaration on either civil disobedience or the forceful lockdown of the Nigeria state institution land, like we have declared from the 28th day of those who call us government, those will start crying. All manner of military terrorists in our land to try to, see whether we can change our mind, thinking that by killing our people, the pressure will, us to change our mind. That it is that they are not telling those gullible, idiot criminals in Nigeria that are in one Nigeria just because where they can commit crimes, international crimes and cyber crimes, and they'll be bragging in their various communities for.
Oga 404, thank you for joining. Yes, we our lockdown. As you people, thank you. Oche, thank you much. Our lockdown, some people would not mistake it to be sit at home. It is not sit at home. My people, this is the time for our hashtag Biafra Exodus, Mass Exodus 2024. Our PM said that this is going to be the first time that the government will be on the street to fight it out. Government houses all will be locked down because they are operating in Biafraland. They should leave us alone and go to North. So if they want to be with us, they should work with us. Yesterday, when he was in the US town hall meeting, one man confessed in his testimony how he was working with Onyendu and how when Onyendu was abducted, they all disbanded, but they were watching our PM since he took on the February 28, 2021. You can imagine February 2021 till now. My people, consider the achievement, the level our PM has gone. Musa will cry in the House of Rep. The Senate President will also cry. Akpabio said openly that the person who is the governor of South is Simon Ekpa, because he will give them command and they will obey. But why I mentioned previously that if you write something in the book, you will read it if they are African, especially Nigerians, is because Charles de France, they all know. They know. During that was giving it woto to Charles de Gaulle was in UK and he was ruling their people. He declared independence of France from UK. So is it the news that we have government in exile? The UN will not, they will not recognize us. But having government in exile is 100% legal. So countries have done it. We are not the first, and we are not. Eritrea had government and now closely France. 3 days, I think it was on Saturday, of a conference between the Eritrean government and PM. You all meeting. And they were telling about the similarities between Biafra and Eritrea. Freedom fighting is not something that a weak-minded person, if you're not strong, take your seat. Not jihad. It is not a forceful collaboration. It is a very serious something, but it is also voluntary. We're not forcing anybody. So as our PM is us everything, we should always verify anything he says. Everything he's doing is for the benefit of Biafra coming. There is no how he can do, because we have a lawyer, Dr. Levy in US. That one is different from our two lobbyists, Mr. Jim Moran and Elias. Are the lobbyists, Americans. So we are on the track. And they promised that they will also be there in Finland on the 2nd of December to keep the flag flying. So my people, let me play the voice of our PM in the US.
Good evening, my fellow Biafrans all over the world, my fellow Biafrans in the United States. I one of you this evening from my, and welcome those of you who have joined this particular town hall meeting that we usually do every second or every third week of every month to update our people in the United States how far we've gone, what we are doing, and our next proposal to the declaration of the restoration of independent state of Biafra. My supporters in the state, I want every one of you to remember Nigeria will more. South and the South, we cannot become. And Biafrans, we must.
Exactly.
The declaration of the 2nd December meant to achieve. At least it is no longer uncertainty. It is no longer a question of whether we are unsure. But I believe the message of the Declaration of Restoration of Independent State of Biafra on the 2nd of December 2024 has penetrated the bone marrow of the NS. So the question, and the big question, is what we intend to achieve. That we are in exile. But what the truth that they are not in themselves is that we are not only exile. We are actually more in the homeland than what we are. The truth they refuse to tell, which they continue every blessed Monday in Biafraland, with the we also control the homeland.
Exactly.
They have not told you on either civil disobedience or the forceful lockdown of the Nigerian state institution in Biafraland, like we have of this August to the 26th of those who call us government, those who say we are in exile will start crying. They will start all manner of propaganda, panicking, sending military terrorists in our land to try to see whether we can change our mind, thinking that killing our people, the pressure will force us. Gullible, idiot, criminals in Nigeria, that just because they have found themselves in a safe haven where they can commit crimes, international crimes and cyber crimes, and they will be bragging in their various communities for making money. So they like.
Recently, our PM has banned Ohaneze holding meeting anywhere in Biafraland, and they have never tried it. But one of them, who is always rearing his hand, is kicking against this 1 month delegitimization of Nigeria presence in Biafra, and the legitimacy of Biafra, kicking against it. Happy slaves, their own country. Happy. How can you be gladly ready to sneeze? Why I always call them is because everything happening in that country, they introduce divide and rule. Wherever they are getting that from, I don't know. Before these people came, we were all at peace. We had embassy in Enugu State. We had industry. They have any industry in Biafraland? They don't. Like I used to live in Lagos, and I used to have beer lighter where they brew, and the people that used to be were in Onitsha. Yes, in Umahia, premier breweries formed Okpara. They've closed all those things. In Kalagu cementing, oh God. Even Ajokuta, because Ajokuta is not northern Nigeria. It's not. From local areas. Because Ajokuta still is in Lokoja. They stopped all these things. What they want is for you to be poor. They withdraw this poverty line between wealth and poverty or riches, so that you will be on the poverty side, they will be on the rich side. These are people that came from Sahel, controlling everything in your land. Somebody say he came from coastal region. What does coastal region mean? My people, if it is not Iguacha, it will be Akwa Ibom, or where we have oil. So they will hear about how they are telling them, don't join Igbo people, they will marginalize you. Since 1960, that Nigeria their independence till 2024, how many years now? 60 something years. How many times or when has an Igbo man ruled that country? Igbo man, are they not also being? This is how they go, inciting people, knocking heads. brainwashing. Wake up. Wake up. These people, cancer. And Onyendu said that if that is treatable, that the only treatment is to cut it off. You don't treat cancer. You cut it off. These people are so cancerous. They just came. They want to divide us. It is like we are a damage control system. To tell your own brother, oh, don't run away from me, I am your brother. He said, we, the coastal region, what will be our fate? For since 1960, oil was discovered in 1956, and 2 years after, 1958, they started drilling it, testing it. Till today, how many oil wells? You don't have any. Even a Sari Dokubo that is making noise. Which you got? You prefer a Sahel man from Sahel, Mauritania, North Africa, to have all sell like Malami sold 2.7 billion and run away. You prefer them to be in charge of your oil. Your Igbo brother, even then, your Igbo brother have no access. So, my people, we have to wake up. We are behind realities. It's like during the time of Saddam, when Margaret Thatcher London to America to tell George Bush Senior, oh, come, Saddam is doing this, he's invading Kuwait. Everybody was, even the Kuwaitians and the Iraqis, because they are afraid of Saddam. When they finally come and see them, they all started opening up. That is the situation of Nigeria today. No Nigerian is happy. Today, there's riot in Abuja. Children are fighting with the police. Thank you. Thank you, Eche. Thank you so much joining my life. It's very educative, my brother, because they don't teach you people history. In the school, they removed history. Now they say they want to Islamize the whole Nigeria. Can they do it? If their father who came in 1808 and the Sadwana of Sokoto could not do it when Biafra had only Okoko on them as the media man, how do they think that it will be possible now? You know what they can do. That's the only thing they are doing. Buying people. They don't get sense. They don't go to school. If they go to school, they can go to America or Britain. Let me tell you what they do when they come abroad. They will pay somebody to study and get them the certificates. Because they control the oil. They have money to bribe. And students will take 5,000 pounds and dollars from them and sit for the exam, give them the certificate, and they will come back. Make no mistakes. Fulani can read. They live in the bush. That is their orientation. Then this is the people we are allowed to stay in our country, in our land for so many years. And they will be here now telling you, Igbo did this, Igbo did that, and you will be listening to them. We are developers. We are business-minded people. Just allow us to do business. But now when Biafra comes, is it not all of us that will be in politics? We will all be in politics because you can't leave Biafra like that. Biafra will have politicians. And by the special grace of God, I will vie for a position. Because we will give our people that thing that God, which other people have denied. Biafra is going to be a confederate nation where you will have control over your resources in your own state, and you pay the central government tax. That's all. It's not going to be like the zoo. Not at all. Where one caliphate will have 21 oil well only himself. Then the owners of the land go to Port Harcourt. The whole land is polluted. The same thing with Robadi Soko. The same thing with where they are drilling oil in Bayelsa. It is only Fulanis that have control of all this. People that came from abroad, they want to control you people to death.
They lie to themselves that, oh, don't listen to him. They are just in exile. Yet, each time we make any pronouncement, it becomes a problem to them. So, the big question is, we intend to achieve from the month of December. My supporters in the United States, Biafrans in the United States, we have at least two objectives. We want to achieve two things from this 2nd of December declaration. These two things are the delegitimization of the Nigerian state within Biafraland and the legitimization of our government within Biafraland and beyond. Our declaration will cover all grievances against Nigeria, the injustices against Biafra people by the Nigerian state, the harms suffered by the Biafra people within Nigeria. This has a standard way of delegitimizing Nigeria as an existing state and, of course, legitimizing Biafra as a new independent state. These grievances, the Biafra government have constituted a committee called the Declaration Drafting Committee that is putting, and there is the latest one, which is the student loan. Many of you have seen in the news that they have approved the student loan from every geopolitical zone, but they excluded Southeast part of Biafra. That is.
Yes, my people. This loan is on the internet. Sahara Reporter, where Tinubu was signing it, and as he was signing it, he excluded people from Southeast. Why? Because it is the same Fulani legacy. Fulani will tell you that anytime that anybody who is Fulani is in government, that person is there as an employee. When your time is up, you will leave. And because, what is it called? Because Tafawa Balewa said that Igbo man will never rule Nigeria. Is it not happening? But do we care? They don't want us. They want to hold us by force so that they will continue to milk our oil. That's all. These people have no interest in us, no love. They don't. They don't love us. They don't want our existence, but they want our oil. People, it's impossible. It cannot happen. Look at it. That person is Tinubu signing. I can see SR, Sahara Reporter. Let me read it out. Tinubu government reportedly excludes Southeast institutions as NEL fund publishes student loan disbursement to 19 universities, ignoring the universities in Southeast. That is Buhari's legacy. Sahara reporters. Look at it. You see it where he is signing it. That way you will see that they have divided Nigeria. But I myself, in my own little observation, I know very well from what I saw on the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, seventh, and eighth, and ninth, 10th, when they were demonstrating in the zoo. In the southwest, that is Tinubu's people, they are protesting for hunger. Southeast, which is my own people, we do not care. We never took part. In the north, they are asking Tinubu that they want military to come carrying Russia flag. You all saw it. Is there. Anybody who will say that get it right, go and revisit the video that carried those protests. You will see it. How can you people say that if anybody didn't vote Tinubu, that they should throw him into lagoon, which the Oba of Lagos concurred to? Now, Tinubu is ruling. Are still protesting against him. You can see the lies in that country. Insincerity. People who don't know what they want. They always misplace their priorities. And they want to bring you into that their merry-go-round lifestyle. Like a clothes hanged on a wire and the wind is not letting it to be steady. That is Nigeria for you. In Islamic group, they will call it takia. Where my people, we have overgrown that lifestyle. We are now Biafrans. The only thing remaining is one little thing. Nwajai, Biafra will come. Onyendu said it, that they will buy us and we will buy them. But in the end, Biafra will come. Yes, Biafra will come. You have seen it. Tinubu have signed, and he is signing some of these things with his clear mind, that he has to satisfy his masters that he is working for. Because if they want him out today, they will take him out. Make no mistakes. Some of the things he does, you will know that he is doing it because of the condition they will give you. Because he never knew that ruling Nigeria is like this until he gets there. Fulani owns Nigeria, but Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and our PM, they control Biafra from abroad. Yes, Wilson, my brother, Wilson said, we are no more southeast or south-south. We cannot become Biafra, we must be. Exactly. This is our year. Hashtag Biafra Mass Exodus 2024. This year, I know, as PM said, that under the rule, we have to recognize Biafra, but that he knew very well. He knew very well that they will not. Because we are the golden egg that, the goose that lays the golden egg. If we go, where will their oil be? But that was why Onyendu was saying, Igila, Prophet Igila, dialogue now. But they refuse to dialogue. These people be fendi bona po akpiridio tapuru onye nwoji. You came to somebody's indigenous home. You want to control him, control his family, control his grandchildren since 1808 till 2020. Calculate it. 200 and something years. Don't we have men? So in Mazi Simon Ekpa, God has given us that 100 men that Onyendu was asking for. Onyendu said, I am looking for 100 men to march. And that night, I was with our PM and many others that was following him then. He will tell us, Onyendu is on, let us switch. And we switched over. And I was thinking in my mind, what does Onyendu mean by 100 men? We Biafrans, we are more than 100 now. But I never understood it until our PM then said to him, Onyendu, go and look for 50 men. You will find 50 men in me. But my people, don't you think that you can find 1 million men in our PM? There is nothing like sincerity. The promise he gave out you, he is doing it triple. No, Biafra Liberation Army, Biafra would have been in PCAM. Make, because Hope Uzodimma, Governor Ugwani, Wike, and David Umahi, Obiano, those ones have sold us. They sold us. They sold us for their own personal interest. Unumana before a Bulu governor in any of these states, Ige Jegodu, Fesina Azune Dinage at the Sokoto Caliphate, and they will video it. Edina charge a video, you one video. That's why they are so heartless. But how can you accept that if you are not a lily-livered man that our Onyendu called them? That's why they contributed money. Ifeanyi brought his aircraft. Let us continue to listen to our PM.
That is technically accepting partially the declaration that is coming on 2nd of December. They're already telling us to go. But what they have refused to understand is that they don't define our map. We define our map.
Yes.
It is not them. They are still using the colonial mentality of giving them the demography, changing the demography for them. This is 21st century, where the people are wise and know our boundaries. We know our land. You don't tell us where our land is and come from Yoruba land to tell us where your boundary ends, or company caliphate to tell us where your boundary end, our boundary end. No, that was there during the time of Usman Danfodio and during the time of Babangida, where you use your military decree to do whatever you want. This time around, it is not going to work like that. We know our boundary. Our boundary has been defined by the Biafra government. Our states and institutions has also been put in place by the Biafra government. So our declaration is going to state very clearly the grievances we have against Nigeria, why Biafra has come to become a remedy. Now,
Ellery, thank you for joining. My people, remember to like, share, and make your comments respectfully, because each and every one of your comments is a very good communication, showing that we are understanding each other on a level, because we are fighting for the same cause. We have to share our views. No one is has monopoly of knowledge. I learned from you people, especially Wilson. He has a lot of political knowledge that relates to Nigeria and our Biafra. You can never talk about Biafra without talking about Nigeria, because that's where we are coming from. And our people are still trapped there until maybe 2nd of December. We will see how it goes. We will continue to talk about them, because that's what our PM is saying about this compilation of our greed. These people paid us in our millions, 1966. till 1967 when they lied to us that no victor, no vanquished. Who said it? It is them. It is them that made that lie. In fact, they have deceived us for far too long. We should wake up by now. Another thing I want to remind Biafra is, what can your brother do to you that you won't forgive? I don't even see what our PM did to anybody other than fighting to keep the legacy that Onyendu left for us. And my people, there was this little guy called, we see this boy was reminding us that if not for our PM, everybody would have forgotten about Onyendu. Where are the DOS? Where are they? That is the question. These are the ones that came thinking that Onyendu came like the Wayo men that they are. They thought that Onyendu came to do Wayo with Biafra, to raise money for them. But our PM from the onset, he made it categorically clear that he came to get Biafra and he will not fight for it for more than 5 years. And you can see from his speed, you can see from Bakassi, our naval officers there, he looks after them. Our gallant men, he looks after them. All this ESN that China Sangoru was buying one after the other, he merged them so that they will be merged to Biafra Liberation Army. Because all UN will give you your certificate of independence. My brother, my sister, they have to know that you have a government. You have a minister. You have states. You have military. You have police. He talked about police last time and said that if there are going to be recruitment for police, that he will let Biafrans know. But what we have, we know. We have Navy, we have Air Force, we have Army. Because some people will be asking some foolish questions. Yeah. Okay, Chibugo. Every Biafran, I love you people. You are wonderful and patient people. The way we inherited these people, our children will not eat it. That's what our PM said. We have to leave the legacy of freedom for our children. Not fighters. We love life. We love to enjoy ourselves after working so hard. People from Southeast, we work so hard. Any Southeasterner don't like doing things haphazardly. If a Southeasterner is a businessman, he wants to do, Kamsi. Yes. Kamsi. Kamsi made a very interesting poem for our PM. I love that young man. And I pray to God all the time for his safety because he's in the zoo. And he's not afraid because children don't know what fear means. They don't. So my people, all this role, knocking heads, using our politicians, Ohaneze this, Ohaneze that, you can imagine from a man from Sahel coming to tell you that your Ohaneze will be this person. Brown envelope, elderly people who don't respect themselves. I don't want to be rude to them, but there's a video or picture on our PM's platform where the bishops look for it. I will show you. We are talking of regional government. I said, where are these people? This regional thing, is that not what Gowon and Dojuku went to this place in Ghana, Aburi, to talk about that never worked. Why are they still talking about regional whatever? They are talking about regional. All of them will be converted to Islamic religion if they don't take time. But their luck is because our PM and the Biafra government in exile are there managing everybody. And they haven't sent them to IDP camp. That's why they are still talking. That's why they are talking. They never mention anything about this Nigeria being an Islamic country. They don't. They all pretend because they are being protected.
Now, I use instances always. References, making references to the United States. Just as in 1776 of the U.S. Declaration, when they become a new state, then they presented this particular new state of the United States as the only remedy the listed grievances for them to declare the independence of the United States. Biafra will be presented to the world as the only remedy to the insecurity that Nigeria has created in quest to bring the Islamization of Nigeria and, of course, that turn Nigeria into Islamic State. We are going to present Biafra government as a remedy state to the West and to every other world power that cares to know. Part of the grievances will be the killings by the terrorists and the high-level corruption and political crisis that find itself today without any solution. Since the last election, which the European Union condemned, which the United Nations condemned, which the America condemned, and faulted everything that has to do with the result of the last election. Yet, they are recognizing the criminal who call him as the president. Nigerians are stupid. Nobody rise up against, because everybody have been captured and enslaved with terrorism. If you do the killing, the assassinating. That's why many of them are bragging. Whenever we talk, they say, America, come to Nigeria so we believe you. Do you know why? Because they think that we are going to be as stupid as those people that have killed in the past. Kensaro Wewa. Should we start mentioning them? Anybody that rise up to lynch the impunity of the Nigerian state, the terrorist state, they eliminate the person. What is the other name? The Yoruba man. Kani Kfawemi or whatever he's called. He was assassinated. These are people who think they can make changes.
Yes, my people. Lekon, you are welcome. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate you. Make your comments respectfully and constructively. We are here to learn from each other. As I said earlier, no one has monopoly of knowledge. Knowledge is shared. Let's keep sharing. Wilson said, Kamsi was once kidnapped. Yes, I know. The police, PM, is true. Yeah, I said it. You always have all these social and welfare matters at the tip of your fingers. Diane is another wonderful one, and Mary. They all know about the history. But the children of nowadays, my brothers, the way they are growing our children back home, I don't know what is going. It's hunger. Nothing is available in schools. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. They don't teach anything to the young ones. Everybody is running helter-skelter. A country where corrupt people are ruling the nation. Very corrupt. Do you know that some ministers in Kenya, even though I don't like Kenya because of abduction of Onyendu, but during the time that they had those protests, Some ministers resigned. No matter what you talk about the minister in Nigeria, he can never resign. Come, mounting on each other, heap of corruption. No hospital, no schools, even all the southerners, so-called, that are in House of Rep, they don't even, who are Christians, they don't ask about this Islamic thing. They dare not. They don't ask about removal of history in schools. No, they are there for their individual and personal interest, which goes to show you that nobody voted for them. They voted themselves in. Because when somebody, has voted for you, that means that person has given you something and you owe them something. Even this Tinubu, those who were fighting Igbos, like I said, if you are from Akwa Ibom, if you are from Edo, if you are from Isoko or Urobo, Igbo land, Igede Idoma, they call all of us Igbo. That's what they call us. Lekoabi. Is it not like that? They threaten them. They threaten them that they will buy them or push them to Lagoon if they don't vote for Tinubu. So, tell me now, this protest, does it show you people that Tinubu cared for them? Or even showed them that he loves them, that he appreciated the fight they engaged in to put him in the government? He doesn't. He demanded for aircraft. Akpabio passed it in the house. They bought him aircraft. He demanded for sea sailing. They bought him a yacht, 30-something million naira worth. I don't know how much it is in dollar. Now, China has been seizing Nigeria aircraft all over the place, and they're laying claim over Nigeria. Is that the country we are expected to continue to remain under for eternity? My people, we have to examine our brain. Foreigner from Sahel region, Mauritania, Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, they will come and be ruling you. And you will see some of these Nigerians, they are not ashamed of themselves. If you go to Lagos now, Fulani have almost everything. Go to Apapa, they control everywhere. They are the ones in charge of land settlement. This other one that used to be governor of Central Bank, Sanusi, he has his own area where he lives. Yes, president, $1 billion. That's what my brother Ambrose is saying. Presidential billion, not hundreds. Billions of naira. And people are going hungry. So selling their children. I saw a woman that was held by, what do they call? Welfare group. She sold her son for 1 million. And police called and brought her to the welfare. They were interviewing her. She said that she has 10 children and that dying of hunger. So she took one of the boys. They asked her, how many boys have you? 5 boys and 4 girls. Is it 5 boys, 5 girls? 10 children. She sold one for 1 million naira. And the boy was crying that he will be missing her siblings. Yes. My sister Diane said, anyone that is in position and power in Nigeria can never resign. Exactly. They can't, but in Kenya resigned. He said that his conscience is worrying him. that he was watching on the telly, the way their people were looking and crying, that he felt guilty. He resigned. He said his personal interest cannot cover interest of that millions of Kenyans. And he urged his fellow ministers to resign. But in Nigeria, they can't. They will never. They are so heartless. Yeah, they are in one accord. Criminality. Yes. Very useless party. Do you know that the one called Wike is PDP? But because Atiku did not take him as a vice president, as Atiku promised him, he started supporting Tinubu in Rivers State. That's why Tinubu gave Wike to be the state capital minister of Abuja. And Wike, when the hatred he has on Igbos, Wike started demolishing houses, telling you that there's no proper planning. Can you imagine? Olga said, my sister, I witnessed all the massacre in Biafra before I traveled. It is still going on, my brother. It hasn't ended. It hasn't ended. The people from tell you this. In Osumogu, all those people. Yes, Ambrose is confirming it because he is there. He knows. My people, our PM, he's not making any mistake at all. He's talking to us the way we have to understand that we need to be very supportive.
Within the Nigerian state, it's impossible. Even criminal called Tinubu, he ran away. He would have been killed by the military administration. That he can have any political movement, to change whatever he want to change there. Before he came back to become the governor, he ran away to exile, and probably France, because I know he has a very good relationship with people in France. Now, just like the United States, we are going to present Biafra after 2nd of December as the only remedy to the political crisis in Nigeria today. We will present Biafra as the only remedy to the upsurge risk in the Sahel. I am telling you, nobody will see what we are doing today as a government in exile and don't give us that particular part. We are proving beyond reasonable doubt that as Nigeria as a failed state, the only remedy that will save the life of people and also save the interests of the West, because no matter how you want to say it, we still have to protect the interests of the West, which goes a very long way in making sure that our society still remain in a sane, we still in a sane society, both in conflicts, insecurity-wise, national security, and what have you. So Nigeria no longer function as a law-governed state, capable of resolving its current political and economic crisis. My people of Biafra, our declaration in December is providing a remedy, providing alternative to the Biafra people and to the world, and to those who have business interests.
Do you know that these Oyibo people, they sabi o, make I speak am for broken, they sabi. Waiting then they listen to make Biafra say, they won't make we tell them say when they come, then go, they carry oil. Where their interest they. My people, make no mistake, they know say Nigeria don't finish. And na them for Nigeria. The yeye people waiting say, we they do well. Oyibo they use them. Then they use our politician. Who is fooling who? One man said that time will come when they will be talking about Fulani. People will be asking, how were they looking like? And I think that time is coming. Hausa don't come say, we don't know these people. Oh. We don't know what they call Arewa. We are Hausa nation. We don't know Fulani. It's drawing nearer. You know, when you push somebody to the wall, you don't know the extent a weak man can go to defend his life. Yes. Hey, this PM. Hey, hey. My people, ana m eje ebe a na-echi ọzọ bụrụ ebe a na-alụ agwụ. Why am I following him? Our PM zuru ka eme. This man called our PM, his nail, his head, his mouth, his eye, his nose is all freedom. Biafra, freedom, Biafra. You know? So, I trust him. PM, even if they like, let them turn to air and land in his house. Now they don't go vanish. They will not see our PM. Like he is Simon of our time. That's what comes is. And like Simon of Arimathea that helped Jesus, Simon is always a liberator. Anybody called Simon a helper, and they don't look back. How heavy that cross, Simon carried it and climbed that hill of Golgotha where they crucified Jesus. That's what this one is doing for us. Onyendu is very happy. You saw him during last hearing. After that time, the governor always they came to say, we are talking about releasing Simon Ekpa. Hello, Anthony. Thank you for joining. They said that they will go and talk to him. Abaribe said we are going to talk to him. Maybe they spoke to him, he refused. They may have given the DSS people working with them something to do our own. Do you remember when our PM 3 days lockdown that coincided with this Nigeria protest? You remember our PM said for them not allowing Onyendu to see his doctor, but before that Onyendu came to court on the 19th and was smiling to the people interviewing him. Onyendu my and obi di because our PM he's moving like a earthquake. He's moving from only 2021, barely 2 years. Look at the speed. Look at what we have achieved. So my people, PM is too much. God brought PM, yes. He brought him and works. He talks with authority. That is what a man should be. But all these governors, upon Nagedina Fanazo, Mafaje Inwi na Sokoto, Fapotane Ebusisi Umunnefa. Can you imagine? Of course, Onyendu ga-apụta ndị amụma ekwugie Chineke gosigie ndị amụma. Ịma na ozuzo ka Chineke zere Onyendu maka ọ bụrụ na Onyendu nọ outside ndị DOS aka poison Onyendu gbuo ya. Use nwunye big time because onye afọ abụrụkwa nwunye o. Onyendu amanụ ọ manụ nata nwaanyị again. Lailai nwaanyị afọ bụ Delilah.
In the area, in Sahel region, and in Nigeria as a whole. this is going to affect them positively. So Nigeria have found itself in a situation where they have become incapacitated. They are not capable of resolving every crisis that they are facing today. So the state is already a failed state. So what are we going to do in December 2nd? Our declaration will offer solution. And like I said, remedy to the economic crisis, to the insecurity, to the upsurge of terrorism, and what have you. And we believe that those who supported Nigeria to commit genocide against Biafrans in the 60s must be very ashamed of themselves today. Though we can see that many of them who are very corrupt, I am talking about those in America, for example, some of them we have seen removing Nigeria from the list of special interest of a state that have committed crime against Christians, for example. Those who remove Nigeria without investigation, they are struggling very hard, trying not to look stupid by their continuous support for the Nigeria, even when they knew that Nigeria is
my people, you remember that ife ndị a Nigeria, ịma na ndị Igbo tụrụ inu si na ife nkịta ji eso onye afụkwu bụ onye nyụrụ anyụ ọgbọ agbọ. Why they are following Nigeria oil and gas, and the farmer na ndị nzuzu agụrụ akwụkwọ that is ruling now, and can if I sign off, get it with Biafra. Mana Biafra kwere anafa kwa kita, they will switch politicians. They are this way. Exactly. Our PM are on a slow motion. I'm always with him. I am like him. I love this guy. Oh, they madam na like. If I'm asking them okay, army kama kabo, imera na gbamge. I'm telling you, PM boku nelele. That's him. Obatobi, but mwana kwa our PM Obatosu. Obatosu. Osu Golundi Nigeria. Nigeria no have our PM. If you see how they run, they are shaking whenever they hear our PM's name. Because onyenka kafajokaria mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Our PM, that is a okpolakpo. One of the time. One of time.
The more they try to revive Nigeria, following their fake diplomatic ties, and the more Nigeria will continue to fail them. So, my people, there is no two ways about it. This time around, we have come to the nomadic system of Nigeria. And of course, our aim and objective is to bring and restore true democracy in Biafraland, which will affect the entire region. After December 2nd, we will move to the next level, which I call the phase 2 of the Biafra liberation, which this phase 2 will see the establishment and activation of the state institution within Biafraland, which is already functional as I speak. That will take over the Nigerian state functions. We take over the force of other institutions from the Nigerian state, and that is the part of the delegitimization of Nigeria.
Yes, my people, you know that everything our PM say, it does happen. Kedundi ne make or happen, no? Our own government in the homeland. Show you how smart in the Banyedi. Femweriki mandi fabu. Femweriki. I kalele India. Now, Kafagama, that Kaki no be led out. I Kalelufa. The American guy said it, Elias, one of our lobbyists, that PM smarted Nigeria and that our PM has fantastic leadership. Remember, he's a politician in Finland and a soldier in Finland and a barrister. So I trust him in every decision he takes. And I know that majority of us trust him.
And by announcing the United States of Biafra commitment to several international sanctioned principles, policies, and international recognized organization that Nigeria never had, we are going to make sure we approach every international organization that Nigeria has violated their treaties with impunity, providing Biafra to them and presenting Biafra as a remedy and alternative. With what we have done so far, we have been able to prove beyond reasonable doubt that you can't forge any document in Biafra and present it anyway. We have eliminated the possibility to forge document, unlike the runners and all the criminals in Referendum are doing. What they do, they make a living by forgery. So my people in the United States, for those who are very, very unsure of what will happen after December 2nd, I am telling you now, giving you a hint. Our declaration of independence, of the restoration of independence of Biafra, will be expected to legitimize the Biafra government in the eye of other non-terrorist states. This is going to take a very long time, and it requires many diplomatic approach, political approach, and of course, it also requires commitment from the Biafra government, which I believe we are not shaking from that end. In turn, we will be expected to recognize Biafra, and we don't care how long this will. This kind of legitimization of Biafra state will be culminated in the quest or in our request or appeal to other states and international organizations to recognize the independence of Biafra. Our grievances that we expected to be listed on the declaration document has been drafted or has been drafted by our committee, the Declaration Drafting Committee, will include the grievance declaration, the institutionalizing declaration, and the commitment declaration. I want the United States to listen to this. Very, very important. We are going to have three major grievances in our declaration document. And so, if you don't know what we are doing, we are fighting Nigeria academically, we are fighting Nigeria with brain, we are fighting Nigeria physically, and we are fighting Nigeria with gun. So what am I? Let me repeat it again. I said, the Declaration of Independence of Biafra will cover three major grievances. One is grievances declaration, institutionalizing declaration, and the commitment declaration. And this different declaration will be elaborated during the time of our convention in Finland. So when you come to Finland, you're going to have first-hand information, and you are going to read the history, be part of the history, and say where the history is happening, so that you will not say they told you, or you will not say watch it from the social media. No, you are going to be there. Those who are able to come to Finland, you will be there to witness this thing yourself, how it is done. So, and then after that, when I made a video the other day to explain to Biafrans who will be expecting that immediately after the declaration, the police will disappear from Biafra, no, the military will disappear. Of course, most of them use it to do propaganda, which doesn't move us. But the thing is that they don't know what we are doing, they don't have the information, and they will never have the information. And even if they do, they will never support Biafra. And we don't expect everyone to support Biafra. Like I've said previously, even this Finland, when they voted 88 over 100, you know how many that voted for Finland Declaration of Independence. So what I'm trying to say is that the United States, those Biafrans in the United States of you, must understand that the declaration of the restoration of independence of Biafra in December is going to come with a heavy Edward Cannon to the enemies, both the outside and within. And so we are going taking a little bit step forward to the Edward Cannon that is happening presently. It is a must. So those who think that Samonepa is laughing at them or laughing with them, my brother, don't look at this laugh and this face. I have always warned, if you follow this face, you'll be deceived. Here with a clean eye, fighting for Biafra, fighting against Nigeria Islamic State, fighting against the terrorist state of Nigeria, Ejira Anyoma, and Nigeria. Don't look this face, it will be deceiving. I assure you, in the coming weeks on this lockdown of Nigerian institution is going to be a litmus test of what is to come. We continue to prove to Nigeria terrorist state they have lost every legitimacy to govern anybody in Biafra territory. That's our target. There is no other target we have. The reason why this 1 month lockdown of Nigerian institution in Biafraland is to prove to them that they have lost the legitimacy. And if they try to kill our people and put it on Biafra people who are ready to take it upon them or take it with them, we are not going to move any inch backward in the sense that when they try to kill people, they say, oh, they lock down, they are locking. That's what. If you make yourself a willing to, you have yourself to blame, and your family will regret, allowing you to be used as a propaganda machine by the Nigerian state. Nothing is going to come out of it, I promise you. Do not fall a victim of the Nigerian state because of your hatred for freedom. Do not fall a victim of the Nigerian state because of the peanut received from the secretariat. Secretariat will be raised in time to come. I am telling you, we are still watching them. Let any secretariat open and you see what Biafra is going to do to that secretariat. That land belongs to us, and we dictate and decide how we use it. And after that, we will rebuild our land. So Biafra government need your support to make sure that we achieve this particular step, the legitimization of Nigeria until December, when we will have our convention in Finland. Thank you from here, and may God bless you. I don't want to waste your time. And let us go to the main program that you have today in the United States. I love all of you.
My people, you have heard it. Our PM, he has said it all. The simple analysis to this whole thing and the simple summary is that we need funding. The nitty-gritty, funding. The do it all, be it all, and say it all. Funding. Ndị Igbo si n'ofe ọma no ego na-etie. Remember, no matter how powerful our PM is, that engineers him is funds. Now you have all tested him and know that he knows the way. But kedu ife eji aga na ụzọ echi? Or sharp knife ka eji asụcha ọfịa. You have to clear the road. Oh, ego. My people, biko jisi n'ike. If you used to eat 3 square meal, 1 will do for you. Then you eat vegetable and fruits. Maintain good heart, good health, and sacrifice the other one for our peace, for our progress, and for the future of our children. It is not a joke. This is real business. The way we say it or the way we do it will sound as if we are talking about a wedding party. No, this is real life story. Biafra is a serious matter. Please, my people, support our PM with your funding. Now, Let me give you people another information. One of the guys ngakpo voice ya here bụ ndị otu Ifeanyi Uba. This guy unu ga-anụ onu ya na Ifeanyi Uba, former lawyer onye ndu. O nwere oge egosi ifa na picture from the Twitter. Unu amaghị ebe anyị si eweta information. Fanodu na one bacha na Abuja na-ata chicken. Ọ na-enye order na ya ga-ebu 5 hillocks. Wose, you must have known that. And the Ambrose, you must have heard him. Let me bring his video. Ọ na-agụkwa mmụọ after Ifeanyi Uba. O sobego Ifeanyi. So ndị nke ọzọ niile na-agbagharị kịta. Fa kpọkwala afa Chinasa. Na ọ bụ na Chinasa eji mee confession openly. Na ndị mmụọ si na fa abịakwara ya ije. Onye a m na-ebe very young man, mana ọ na-agụkwa. Let me show you his picture. And you will hear his. This is what they do. Biafra is too strong. Ụmụ mmadụ a na-egbu ma ndị a na-enyi na ndụ. You know, ma ndị fa na-egbu welu organ fa wee na eme ife sọlfa. You know, let me find it. Onye ori na-ezu ama na-agbalụ na-esie n'azụ.
Well, security guard, as a matter of fact, I'm Abuja now. And Nganata with 25 hillocks or to go down. Because I achieved Thomas.
My people, onye a bụ onye Ifeanyi Uba. N'oke ego na ọnya nwa ga-ego 25 hillocks. Ndị na-achị efe ego ka fa na-eji ego hillocks wee na-egbu ụmụnne fa. Let us listen to him.
Well, security guard, as a matter of fact, I'm Abuja now. And Nganata with 25 hillocks or to go down. Because I achieved Thomas, the whole 5 Igbo speaking states. I am 5 hillocks 5. Gave it all by next week or thereabout. If I
My people, Ibidolo is to start buying our people. Like 27 ndị ESN. Ọkwa men na-achụgharị people na farm na-egbu our gallant men. Ịpụtafasị gị nọ ndị ESN. Onye nkafa Bidolo with 25 hillocks.
Hello, in 2 weeks time from now. You know, so come on now, I'm coming back with 25 hillocks. And our boys Ghana, you know, the original Eastern security will come out. That in any year with top of so to vote of man. I'm about to knock out. I'm about to knock out because all the camps in here we're going to grant them before the day break. That day, if
Have you people heard it? Have you heard it? I'm about knockout. Ọ na-agọkwa o. Enigwe ga-abụ ụgwọ n'isi ekita ka a na-ekwezi. Yes, ọnwụgonu. Ifuge, ọ nwụrụ ọnya ka nwanne nya. You see? Etu a ka spirit ụmụ Biafra si alụzi ọlụ now. And onwerọkwa onye na-egbufe anọkatafa adapụ nwụọ. Let me find another prophecy. Ka m kpọkwala unu ka unu nụ. Ọ bụrụkwa mụnwa na-ekwu. Ọ bụrụ Peter Okafor ibu. Ọ sị na ụtarị mmụọ a na ọ bụrụkwa ya nwa na-apịa o. Na ọkwa ndị mmụọ na-apịa ụtarị mmụọ a. No be me dey talk this o. Na them dey talk with their own mouth o. So my people, ka I watchkwa onye nke a. Yes, Leko. The enemy of people are kissing dust, and it is a sign that freedom of children of God is now. The stumbling wall are falling in their numbers. Oh, get into this one now.
The level Mgarana Akariana Eputa Bene Echuko Kabia Manesi. I demand I have you go more on easy. The level Mgarana the na. I won't make you no. Chuko Kabia. Oh yeah. Look, I come to before. I can't get on here.
Yes, this man is a man of God, a prophet. He said that the level he has now, that the God did not show him.
4 naira, 5 naira. I can't get on here. All the form of money. The king out of here, the mom. I'm a man, is more. For you know, you like this money with the speed. Only genome bonia. Boy, I see ya. No easy. Only ozi ke Chineke okuka maka ya n'ohige ọ na-amalite onwete design the thing wụ mmebe ọbụla ị nọ ụsọ ịrụrụ aja mmanụ 1 naira rutere gị aka 2 naira rutere gị aka surprise you are going. Go and verify. And the one na akpọta na native doctor ọ ga-agwa gị na ndụ dị wide nta. Surprise mụ abịa na-agwa gị ihe a. Unu ma onye ọwa anọ na asị Chinasa Nworu. Ihe anọ ọ na-ehi ọmalite. Ahụ na-abụghị ezigbo ọsọ ka even small time, small thing, okay, can advocate your money. Is your job here. Oh, because they actually put to call me. Say not landlord. That confess, yeah. Oh, that's on he game. Can I read you? Ota ishi na-ekwu mgbe ọbụla para ụta ishi gaa di ya gaa confess ya ma ọ bụ ị ga-apụta na redio ya mgbe iji go and confess mmụọ no mistake imere ya bita amaghị ama ya kwa na imam onye imere ya because akpịrị ego confess inwe peace of mind ọ akpịrị ego ego na-afụ benefit before ego na-ebenefit gị ya afụ ijiri mee ya a ga-confess ya ọnụta one ihe nweta ị ga-amalite nwere na dị nrọ ị ga-amụli ị ga-ama pịa onye ahụ na-ezi go confess imere ya na amaghị ama imere ya maka akpụrụ ego go and confess the thing na-edetate ọ na-edetate orite gị I come in peace sha ya na-edozi ya ka o rute ya chi na-asa nwụ gaa confess ya
My people, you have all heard it. You have all heard it. At least, as I said, I always bring you things with evidence. Look at this one. The one I talked about, Ohaneze. Look at it. It is the same. This one said is Daily Post Nigeria that the Ohaneze are reacting to the 30 days lockdown. But PM have said he has spoken, and so shall it be. Ohaneze or no Ohaneze, we don't know them. Our people back home are loyal to Biafra government in exile. My people, I will leave you and love you. We are 2 hours now. I actually promised those in homeland that I will not be up to that because they say they complained about their data for watching long videos or long streaming. But sometimes I get carried away because of the video evidence, so that whenever you say you come to this platform, you will be able to say, yes, she mentioned it and I saw it in reality. This video now, I didn't make it. The man that was talking about Chinasa, and it took time. And sometimes the studio becomes very slow. So my people, I will leave you and love you. I thank you all for joining me. Don't forget to like and share this video so that it goes viral. Biafra is here, my people. Biafra is here. The zoo is down and Biafra is up. All hail Biafra. Peace, progress, unity, and equity. I love you all. My sister Diane said, the rain is just starting. God of Biafraland is with his children. Exactly. Like files, they will meet their Waterloo one by one. That is it. And they are meeting it. This guy also warned not only China Sanguru, 4 governors, he mentioned their names. 4 or 5 governors, he mentioned their names. He said that the spirit said that they are coming for them and that they are panicking. That the Anambra State governor is calling the one in Imo. You all know who is in Imo. Hope Uzodinjo. And that one is saying, how can we do this? Because the Fulani is now on their neck. The Mieti Allah and the Arewa, or whatever their names are, they are asking for their money back. You know, they paid Kenya $1 billion. That's what the Kenyan government, and paid 100 million to the DOS and all their allies. And they said that the person responsible is dead, which is Ifanyoba. Brought his aircraft. Where is his private jet? Maybe that's what they will use casket for him. When you are looking for money and bloody money, my people, where will you go with it? You won't put your hands in bloody things and you die. Your enemy will come and enjoy that money. Why don't we take it easy? Money, 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 money. My people. Hey. When all the things Abacha looted, you saw how Abacha died on top of Onyenwai. He died. Why? All that money that Abacha siphoned, where is it? Where is Abacha? Where is the money? Same thing with Ifanyoba. Iwanyanwu. My people, think. You think all these people you are buying is not God that created them. As my sister said, one by one, they will all meet water. I live and I thank you. You always for coming. God bless you all. I'll see you whenever I hear any information. I will not hesitate to let you people know. It is like discussion. It is like opening your mind, eye, and teaching our younger ones when they are around. Thank you. Have a very good evening.